Get ready to rock your lunge break, downhill cardio. Get those feet moving so you're ready to go downhill. We are starting at a 20-second work interval, so higher impact movements, but don't worry, modifications are provided. Then 2 times through, then you're going to a 30-second intervals, 3 exercises, 2 times through, and then 40-second intervals, 2 exercises, 2 times through. We've got 15 minutes here to make this workout count. We're going to start with that walk in place. You're listening to those tones that are coming in 2 seconds here. Here it is, walking in place, toes straight ahead, feet hip width apart. We're pumping opposite arm, opposite leg. We're thinking about our posture. Gentle pull in on the belly button, chin tucked, head pushed back. And we're working on that posture as we get that heart rate up in this warm up. In 9 seconds, we're going to go to a wide lateral lunge. So sitting down to one side, pivoting those toes and reaching to a far corner. Here we go. Toes straight ahead, sit down into one leg, toes, knees, hips, straight line. And then you're going to pivot those feet and reach across that body as we squeeze and tuck that hip towards our rib. So sitting down into one leg, pivot, squeeze and reach. We're pivoting so those feet stay in line with those knees and hips. We're reaching and squeezing those glutes so we can feel that stretch through the front of that hip. And then we're going back to toes straight ahead. In this lateral lunge, you should feel that stretch through the inside of the leg that stays straight. You should feel that opening up those hips. 3 seconds. We're switching sides. So sit into that opposite leg. Again, toes, knees, hips, straight line. Feel that opposite leg stretch along the inside of that thigh muscle. And then you're going to pivot, squeeze the glutes under, enjoy the stretch through the front of that thigh and hip. As we reach across that body, we want to keep that shoulder away from those ears. In that process, you may feel a stretch through the outside of that armpit. Hopefully, as we continue through these dynamic stretches, you no longer feel that deep stretching sensation. 5 seconds, we're going to a jog in place. Feet straight ahead, hip width apart, and we're jogging in place, a little bit more dynamic. If we're not jumping today, we're marching, bringing those knees up nice and high. Either way, a jog or a march, we're pushing the balls of those feet through the floor. We're using the arms and legs, and again, as we move more quickly, that gentle pull in on the belly button, chin tucked, head pushed back. We're gonna get more dynamic. We never wanna be in pain. We always wanna be attuned to our body and our posture and alignment. 8 seconds, we're gonna go to mountain climbers. These can be on the floor or on an inclined surface to help that back. Hands under the shoulders. We're gonna drive those knees up like we're climbing upstairs or your own personal mountain. If we have any back pain, we can do these on an incline. Again, gentle pull in, same motion. You can always take that dynamic nature out of it to prevent all back pain and march those knees. We punch the hands through the floor. 6 seconds. Either way, you're getting a great workout. There you go. We're back up to those feet, and we're going to go to Tocks. So our feet are swinging side to side. Our toes are straight ahead, and we're pumping those arms. Now, we can always go heel pointed towards the ceiling, toes pointed straight ahead, just squeezing those hips, squeezing those glutes. We're pumping the arms as the upper body stays nice and still. 5 more seconds before you hear a tone into active rest. Our first group is that 20 on, 10 off, 3 exercises, 2 times through. Our first exercise is a jumping lunge. So toes straight ahead, hip width apart. Our back knee goes down, and we can cycle those legs into that lunge. If this is too dynamic, it is very challenging. You can hop those feet to the middle, kind of like a halfway, or you can just do those reverse lunges. Get ready, here we go. We're using the arms, You can swing both arms. You can swing one arm. We can at any point reach and pop towards the middle or take the jump out all together. All 5 toes of that back foot should be pushing through the floor. We're working on those 90 degrees on the legs. We're shaking it out. Exercise 2, mountain climbers, just like warm up. Hands under the shoulders. Here we go, drive them up. Punching the hands through the floor. Belly button pulled in or bracing, meaning we're squeezing that core, but we're driving and pushing those knees up as high as we can, keeping them hip width apart, 3 seconds. Whether we're stepping or driving up, we're driving the heart rate up. We've got burpees. Hands down to the floor, pop the feet into that full plank, pop them back in, toes, knees, hips, and then reach it up. Here we go. You can take the jump out all together by simply stepping 1 foot at a time, in and out, and up to those toes. We can do it on the incline. No back pain, shoulders over those hands, 2 seconds. We want to maintain alignment. Lunge jumps in 3. Active rest 1 more time through. It's not a long workout. You're on a lunch break. You've got 15 minutes to make your workout count. So we're doing it and we're pushing through this high intensity right here, right now. 3 seconds. Use those arms to cycle those legs. Feeling that working those thighs? Ooh, I know you do. Mountain climbers in 3. Deep breath. And then drive those knees in. Knowing there's no mountain too high. Nothing that you can't do if you put your mind to it. 3 seconds. Driving the hands through the floor. Pushing the knees up. All right. And 1 round of burpees left in 5 seconds. With or with jumping, these are challenging. Hands down, feet out, up and in. You're bending the knees, sitting into that squat, punching the hands through the floor. Gentle pull in on the belly button, not having any pain or pulling. 5 seconds. Here we go. Woo! Soft knees when we land. Keep those feet moving. Your next group, 30 on, 10 off, catching that breath. We've got that squat jack, out and in, and a jump. So toes, knees, hips, straight line, popping those feet out and in and up in 5 seconds. If we're not jumping, we're down and tapping, and then up to those toes. Come with me. We're swinging the arms. Our toes are staying straight ahead. As we pop out, we're leading with those knees. And oh, baby, we're gonna feel that burn. We're gonna feel it working. 5 more seconds. You can, you will, and you can tap. Up and squeeze. Plank in, out with 2 jacks. So down to the floor into that plank again. Popping those feet into a bear crawl. Out. And then 2 plank jacks. You can walk those feet. And then tap, leading with the heel. You can have the jump and do it on an incline. Most important, anytime we're in that plank position and we get moving like this, we're doing these dynamic movements. 5 more seconds. We don't want any low back pain, no pinching, no pulling through that low back. Whew. And we've got Tocks, just like warm up, feet side to side. Come with me. 30 seconds, guys. Pumping those arms. And don't forget your modifications. Without that jump, we're just squeezing that heel towards the ceiling. Our upper body stays neutral. We're gonna feel that on that infamous side butt, as I like to call it, those glute medius. Stabilize the hips and knees. All right, shake it out. One more time through already. Yes, you can. Squat jack jumps in 2. Sitting down, out and in, up. Chest stays up, nice and tall as you pop those feet in and out, as you swing those arms, and we lift towards our goals, towards your ceiling. We have soft knees, toes, knees, hips, straight line as we land from that squat, that jump, 2 seconds. Oh, baby, it burns. This is when 2 rounds is great, right? Plank, in, out, jacks. Here we go. One of the most important things about that plank is keeping the hands over the shoulders. This helps keep those hips nice and low. As we bend those knees to catch in that bear crawl, don't forget, you can tap it, you can walk it, get a great core exercise. Punch the hands through the floor. 3 more seconds. Don't forget to breathe down here. Woo. Tocks. One last time, side to side. 15 minutes goes ultra fast. As you know, we're not getting complacent here. We have soft knees. The toes are straight ahead. We're pumping and we're squeezing the heels towards the ceiling, working for 5 more seconds. Soft knees, almost there. There you have it. Keep those feet moving. Last 2 exercises, 40 on, 10 off. You have front jacks. Jumping jack feet, bringing those hands up in front. You can take that jump out by just stepping side to side. 4 seconds. Are you ready to bring it? We're bringing it home, guys. Here we go. Out and in. Just 2 exercises at this 40-10 interval. I told you, it's downhill. It's intense at the top. We get less and less intense towards the end. Remember, you can tap and work and then do 2 jumps and then alternate which side you go to. You're over halfway. We have soft knees. Our toes stay straight ahead. We're under control. Chin tucked, head pushed back as we bring those hands up in front. 2 seconds. Keep those feet moving. Your next exercise is split jumps. Slicing those legs through the air, whether you're jumping or not. You're squeezing the glutes. Come with me. You're pumping the arms. You're staying up nice and tall. Remember, we're hip width apart as we slice through the air. Can think of this as running towards the finish line because the light in the finish line is right there. You're over halfway through. We're squeezing the glutes. We're keeping those toes pointed straight ahead. We're cycling, pushing and working. Gentle pull in, 3 more seconds. We're not getting complacent now. Shake it out. 1 more time through those 2 exercises. Front jacks. You're ready. Up and down, in and out. Working that coordination. Working a total body cardio movement. We've gotten nice and soft. You're light on your feet and you're working. You're not getting complacent. You're going to pick up the pace right here. Pick it up 1 notch. Turn up that pressure. Turn out that push. Get ready. We're going up again in 1 second. Go. Pick it up. Out and in. Whether you're jumping or stepping, you're squeezing, you're working. Almost at that bell too. Shake it out. 1 last 40-second interval before we breathe, catch our breath, and hit that cool down and stretch. Split jump, cycle it. squeezing those glutes, trying hard to stay nice and tall. Belly button in, head pushed back as we pump and push. 25 seconds, pick up the pace. We're not stopping now, right? We're working. Pick up that pace just a little bit more. It's easy to go easy. It's hard to push at the end. 10 seconds as fast as you can go with control and form. Always working to that bell. 5, 4, finish it. And you get to breathe. Shake out the legs. Take that big deep breath in. Expand the belly, expand the lungs. Exhale. Bring that heart rate down. Stretch out that chest. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful work. You're going to hear a tone. We're hitting that stretching at the end. We're going to go to a calf stretch since there was a lot of jumping today. Toes straight ahead, feet hip width apart. Take one step forward, and you can do this in front of a wall. We're stepping forward 3 to 4 feet. Out to the side, 6 inches to a foot. Take that back toe, pivot it so your front toe is pointed straight ahead. And then we're going to push that heel into the floor by leaning into that front leg or leaning into a wall in front of you. Back leg nice and straight. Push through that heel. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Enjoy that stretch. We're going to the opposite leg. Resetting, toes straight ahead, hip width apart. Opposite leg stepping forward. Out to the side. Back toe pivoting so the pinky toe is straight ahead. Leaning into that front leg or into that wall. Pushing that back leg nice and straight. Through that heel, through that floor. Chest up nice and tall. Big squeeze on the glutes, enjoying the stretch through the back of that calf. We're going to finish with a hip flexor stretch. Coming into a lunge, 90 degrees on each leg. The back foot, the foot is flexed. We're going to squeeze the glute, tucking that rib towards the hip, or tucking the hip towards the rib. Should feel a stretch to the front of that hip, down into that thigh. Can then add a big reach towards the ceiling, a small lean to the side, only if with each movement we feel an increase in stretch. Keeping that shoulder away from those ears. Control the breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful work. Go ahead and switch sides. Squeezing and tucking that hip under, flexing that foot. Resetting as we enjoy the stretch. Leaning to the side. Working and squeezing. All the hard work is over. Now we're stretching out muscles that have the tendency to get tight, that can cause us pain or cause us to get injured. And these are muscles that have that tendency to get tight when we work all day, when we sit a lot. But you made this workout count. 15 minutes for you, your health, and your goals. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for making it count, and I hope to see you again next time.